I convey my special greetings to members of our armed forces, paramilitary forces and internal security forces. India has changed more in last 6 decades than in 6 previous centuries. This is neither accidental nor providential. History shifts its pace when touched by vision. The great dream of raising a new India from the ashes of colonialism reached a historic denouement in 1947. More important, independence became a turning point for an equally dramatic narrative, nation building. The foundations were laid through our Constitution adopted on 26th January 1950, which we celebrate each year as Republic Day. Its driving principle was a compact between state and citizen, a powerful public-private partnership nourished by justice, liberty and equality. India did not win freedom from the British in order to deny freedom to Indians. The Constitution represented a second liberation, this time from the stranglehold of traditional inequity in gender, caste, community, along with other fetters that had chained us for too long. This inspired a cultural evolution which put Indian society on the track to modernity. Society changed in a gradual evolution, for violent revolution is not the Indian way. Change across the knotted webs of the social fabric remains a work in progress, impelled by periodic reform in law and the momentum of popular will. In the last 6 decades, there is much that we can be proud of. Our economic growth rate has more than tripled. The literacy rate has increased by over 4 times. After having attained self-sufficiency, now we are net exporters of food grain. Significant reduction in the incidence of poverty has been achieved. Among our other major achievements is the drive towards gender equality. No one suggested this would be easy. The difficulties that accompanied the first quantum leap, the Hindu Code Bill enacted in 1955, tell their own story. It needed the unflinching commitment of leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru and Baba Saheb Ambedkar to push through this remarkable legislation. Jawaharlal Nehru would later describe this as perhaps the most important achievement of his life. The time has now come to ensure gender equality for every Indian woman. We can neither evade nor abandon this national commitment, for the price of neglect will be high. Vested interests do not surrender easily. The civil society and the government must work together to fulfill this national goal. Fellow citizens, I speak to you when a grave tragedy has shattered complacency. The brutal rape and murder of a young woman, a woman who was symbol of all that new India strives to be, has left our hearts empty and our minds in turmoil. We lost more than a valuable life. We lost a dream. If today young Indians feel outraged, can we blame our youth? there is a law of the land, but there is also a higher law. The sanctity of a woman is a directive principle of that larger edifice called Indian civilization.